You have a question? Oh, yes, I have an answer.
Guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is another episode of Ask James. Let's get to our email. Okay. First, I want to say I love your videos even though I don't always comment. I always watch and enjoy them. I have had a falling out with one of my friends and I need an outside opinion. Here's some background on me. First, because it comes into play. I am 25, a waitress, no kids, I'm married, and when I was 22, my younger brother and I bought a townhouse, all cash, completely paid off. Now my friend is 24 with 2 kids, ages 3 and 4. She gets food stamps and Section 8. The problem, about 3 months, my friend asked to borrow $50 to get her son some pull-ups and gas with the promise of paying it back. Now, I gave her the money with that expectation. Since then, I have seen her on social media eating out, and her baby's father has now moved in with her. In my mind, you can do that, and he is living with you now. You should at least be able to give me back $20 of it. So when I politely asked, she completely flipped out on me, saying, why am I still worried about it? That I have no rent or kids, so $50 shouldn't mean anything to me, and even made a Facebook status about it, saying how I got inheritance to buy a home, but asking about $50. To make it worse, people I know started agreeing with her and saying, as a friend, I should help her with her kids with no expectation of the return. Now, this may sound mean, but I personally feel like, yes, helping her makes me a good friend. But at the end of the day, these are not my kids, and she has a whole man living with her. Plus, I have bills also, property tax and student loans being the most annoying. Okay. When stating that, I was told that having no kids, I should have more money and that I was being selfish. Am I, James? This is not the first time. Can't wait for your response. Okay. Let me say this. Your friend with the babies is crazy as hell. Your friends that chimed in with her are crazy as hell. You owe her nothing. Do you understand me? And again, it doesn't matter what she's doing. It doesn't matter about her Section 8. It doesn't matter about her food stamps. It doesn't matter about her man that's living with her. None of that matters. What matters is that when this heifer got pregnant, you were not working a light switch. You were not in the room holding her legs up. You have nothing to do with that. Those children are not your responsibility, and it doesn't make you a good friend. It doesn't make you a bad friend. It makes you somebody that's being twisted up and dragged into some mess that has absolutely nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Those are not your children. Those are not your children. And those people on Facebook are full of shit. They're full of it with all their opinions. I didn't see them giving her $50. And what does it matter? Because you're supposed to feel bad because you've set your way up, your life up in a way that is best for you, and now basically living your dream and being comfortable because you've done all the right things. she ain't done shit. And now she's supposed to benefit from all of your hard work? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And she's the one that's petty, not you. And I'll tell you this. Now, as far as me, personally, with my old mean ass, I would let her keep the $50. And I'd let her keep her man, her 2 kids, and everything else that has to do with her. I wouldn't even be bothered with her. And because, what do you think of me really? You done went to Facebook and berated me on Facebook because you owe me money? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I wouldn't fool with her anymore, period. I would do her justice by giving her a good letting alone. Let her find the next sucker that'll give her $50. And I promise you it won't be any of those people who had so much to say while she was on Facebook. Trust. They won't be. They'll be avoiding her with her begging ass. But anyway, I can't tell, I'm not going to tell you to let go of your friend. But what I am going to tell you is don't even worry about it. Don't ever lend her anything else. I will tell you that. Give her nothing ever again. Don't give her anything because you don't owe her anything. And she just, I would let her keep that though. Keep the $50. Guess what? Because if you can get rid of her for $50, that's fabulous. Because she's already pointed out that she's a beggar, she's needy, and she's running around with issues of grandeur and also thinking that the world owes her something. And her kids are only 3 and 4 years old. So that's 15 years on the one and 14 on the other that you don't have to go into it anymore. Pampers and milk. And it just gets worse as time goes on. By the time you get to when they're in high school, you'll be lending her money for rings and prom gowns and things. And then I guess because you're a good friend, it'll be on you to buy the shoes and the stockings and the purse and the... Just ridiculous. I mean, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I would a bit more fool with her than the man in the minute. Me being the person I am, and I am kind of mean, and I know that I can be mean. I wouldn't fool with her at all anymore. But for you, the advice I'm going to give you is run. Run. Get out now. You continue to be friends with her. Don't worry about the $50. If you can hang it, you can hang it. But just feel as though you dodged a bullet. And all it cost you was $50. And don't deal like that anymore. Don't ever give her anything other than moral support and friendship. And be very careful with your friendship because she seems like one that will hurt your feelings. So be very careful with your friendship and how much of yourself and your time that you invest in that friendship. But don't ever give her anything else financially. Just don't. Don't give her anything else financially again. Period. That is my advice to you, my darling. All right? So, that's it. That got my dander up here. Oof. A mess. People. I can't take these people who the world owes them something. I can't. I really can't. It just goes through me like a knife through butter. But all right, that's it. Thank you so much for writing in. I will see you down here in these comments and out here in these internet streets. Talk to you later.
You have something you need to get off your chest or something you need some help with? I'll give it my best shot. Send me an email to spillitboy@gmail.com, and in the title line, you want to put Hey James to make sure that I actually see it. If you don't put Hey James in the subject line, I'm not going to see it. It's going to continue to be an issue. So send me an email and we'll talk about it later.